Like, I really think they put some good work into the shoe to make it comfortable and to think outside the box. Here we go, second video publishing today. We are rolling now, everyone. So Altra Provision 4 full review. What does that mean? We took this shoe past 50 miles, which is a big deal. Why? Because this is a stability shoe, a gentle stability shoe. Come back to that in a minute. And you all know that I love my neutral shoes, but every now and then I do try to mix in stability shoes into the running shoe rotation, because I know there's folks out there watching right now who that is the only option they have for their foot strike and their ankle bend and all that going on through their gait cycle. Like, they need stability for their running shoes. So this is a stability shoe, but as I said, it's gentle for the mild. A better way to put it is for the mild overpronator. So this guide rail technology here on the side, which is in other, what is the other one from Altra? Hold on. If I think of it or find it in the next, anyway, it's somewhere here in the studio. This guide rail technology provides just the ever so slightest protection from overpronating too much through that foot strike. So, overall, very excited. So here we go. 21 millimeter stack height in the heel, 21 millimeter stack height in the forefoot. As many of you know, Altra is a zero drop running shoe company. All right, so the slope in there is flat as a pancake. All right, so if you like slope to your shoe, this is not the shoe for you. And so we're gonna put that stack height in the low category. All right, for the weight, 10.1 ounces for men's size 9 or 8.6 ounces for women's size 8. And since we're talking about the weight difference between in the men's and the ladies version of the Provision 4, I'll just mention real briefly that Altra builds and designs their Altra shoes, all their Altra shoes different for the men and the women. So they really try to dial in the shape of the shoe for men and women, because, you know, our feet are different. The women's feet are different than men's feet. Usually ladies' feet are a little narrower than men. And so Altra tries to put that knowledge into the design of their shoes. Again, I'm not gonna go too in depth into that, but it's something good to know if you're out there shopping online or in running shoe stores for Altra running shoes. And for the upper of the Provision 4 after 50 miles, I'm loving it. So it's this engineered mesh. It feels pretty breathable, but I have not run in this shoe yet above, let's say, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll be curious to see how it does above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, collar, heel counter, amazing, very comfortable. I'm gonna say plush. Yeah, I'm very, very comfortable collar, what wraps around the ankle of your foot, and even the heel tab. In fact, when I was healing my Achilles tendon after the Nova Blast incident where I got a blister, I was running in the Provision 4 because it was so soft and plush through that heel tab, just to help my Achilles tendon heal, and sure enough, it did. Okay, craziness here. The eyelet chain, really was skeptical pulling it out of the box, everybody. It's an insane eyelet chain, just like how, it's insane, but guess what? It worked. In fact, it worked really, really well. The lockdown over the midfoot, it's the most bizarre eyelet chain I think I've ever seen. Hopefully you can see it there on camera. Basically, these pieces of, I don't even know what you would, I want to say leather, kind of wrap over the top as you're lacing and cinching down on your midfoot, and combined with the tongue, it just was so comfortable through that eyelet chain. So I don't know if I think they're gonna refine that design, and I don't even know if they have a specific, if I can find the name of this design that they're putting into the eyelet chain, I will put it on the screen in a title for you right now. And onto that midsole, we kind of already talked about it. EVA midsole, comfortable. I use Altra shoes for recovery days. That's how I like the zero drop for recovery days. And it's an EVA midsole, no bells and whistles really, just nice and just comfortable, kind of getting the miles in, stretching out the calf, stretching out the soleus. Again, that guide rail technology for the stability. And onto the outsole of the Provision 4. So I should have mentioned this at the beginning. Altra designs and engineers their shoes to be shaped as much of like a foot as possible, like a human foot as possible. You can probably see it there through the outsole. It's a very, very wide landing area through the forefoot. So if you like a shoe that is stable and is not a high profile as far as stack height goes, yeah, this could be the shoe for you. Like, it's very low profile. You'll feel like you're right on the ground. And again, it's a very wide landing, mimicking a human foot there through the outsole. On to fit, I had to go a half size up because that's the only size they had for me. And it was okay. A little roomy through the toe box, but it was okay. If you can go true to size, I probably would recommend that. And then for comfort, here we go. Again, very comfortable upper. Oh, amazing. But the midsole, so guess what? The Torin 4 is on its way to my house right now because I like this stack height, 21, but I was yearning for just a little bit more like that 24, 25 millimeter stack height, just for a little extra cushion for my easy recovery days. And so anyway, Torin is on the way to test out for all of you, but overall pretty comfortable there through the midsole. On to my positives and drawbacks. Positive, the upper, already talked about it, and the sock liner. I mentioned this in my first impression. Oh, I don't know. Like, I think this is gonna be a trend. Shh, Altra, don't tell anybody, because you got something going here. There's these little divots, and I mentioned this in the first impression, like, oh, it just feels like a little gentle massage on your foot when you're out there running because of these little bumps. I shouldn't say divots because they're bumps. These little raised bumps on the sock liner here. I love it, I love it, I love it. That is one of my positives. As far as drawbacks go, everyone, I'm struggling to think of one. I guess my only one would be, I wish maybe that they had my size, 7.5, so that I didn't have to go a half size up. That's probably the only drawback I have for the Altra Pro Vision 4. Very excited about this shoe. Durability prediction, I'm gonna stick with 400 to 500 miles, okay? And how will I use this shoe moving forward? Recovery days on the roads, especially after hard workouts, big mountain runs this summer, absolutely. And then who is it best for? Zero drop fans, all right? If you like the zero drop and you like a lower profile, you wanna be right on the road rather than up in the air for the stack height. And for that price point, $130, usually for an easy day shoe, I would say that that's a little bit too much for me. And okay, some people will use this for daily training and that's fine. I'm gonna lean more in the direction of an easy day shoe. And the reason I'd say I would be willing to pay $130 again is because of the thought process and engineering that they put into the eyelet chain, even, yes, the sock liner. Like, I really think they put some good work into the shoe to make it comfortable and to think outside the box with respect to how you lace up over your midfoot. So yeah, I'm willing to pay $100. It would be amazing if it was $120, but $130 isn't too bad. For my final score on the full review, we're gonna go 8 out of 10. That's pretty solid for me, okay? Anything over like 7.75 is good on my scale, so I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Final score of the Altra Pro Vision 4. And conclusion on the performance, I'm very excited, and I'm excited that, okay, here it is. I loved the Torin from 2018? I think this is 2019. I love this Torin so much that I was yearning and looking for another Altra shoe, road shoe, to mix into the rotation. And I think I found one in the Pro Vision 4 just to help me recover on my easy days, okay? Oh, butter the bread. I love it, I love it. Good work, Altra, on this shoe. 8 out of 10. There we go. And that question of the day for the second video publishing today for all the Altra fans out there, and I know you're out there, what are your thoughts of the foot shape? What do you like about the foot shape? Maybe what could be altered just a little bit, not to be confused with Altra, but what could be altered just a little bit with respect to the shape of Altra shoes? Or maybe you're just like, nah, it's spot on, that's why I wear Altra. But maybe you have a thought or an idea for Altra, because I don't know, who knows? Maybe some Altra executives or some Altra engineers watch these vlogs, who knows, I don't know. And maybe they can go down into the comments and read some feedback from all of you. Sound good? We're gonna toss it back to, you know what? I'm actually gonna make, I don't know if I've made one yet, but an Altra running shoe. And there's not too many Altra shoes, but there are a few. Altra running shoe playlist right there. Altra running shoe playlist if you want to dive deeper into other Altra shoes on the marketplace, all right? Altra, and there's going to be more coming, all right? There's more coming, like the Altra Viho. All right, everybody, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.